Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire. Boxing Empire. Backstreet Boxing. Now, man, crazy news, man. Triple G parts ways with uh Abel Sanchez, his longtime trainer. 9 years, actually. 9 years. Wow. Crazy stuff, man. Man, it's wild, man. Triple G only had good things to say about about Abel Sanchez, and he actually didn't tell him. He actually didn't tell him face to face. It's crazy stuff, man. Now, they were saying that uh, Triple G hasn't talked. Or last time he talked to Abel Sanchez, he announced to the new media that he part ways with Abel Sanchez, and then last time he was with Abel Sanchez didn't seem to know because his body language didn't seem, to show any kind of malintent toward Abel Sanchez. I mean, toward Triple G. But later on that day, apparently, Abel Sanchez figured out that Triple G fired him as a trainer, and Abel Sanchez has some choice words for Triple G. He actually said, and I quote: "This is from Abel Sanchez. My dignity and honor does not allow me to be screwed like that. It's unfortunate being greedy, being ungrateful, and no ethics, honor, or integrity in this relationship." Crazy stuff, man. Now, Abel Sanchez is like, man, you being greedy, bro. You have no ethics or honor. You know, what's up? Like, well, why wouldn't you have me as a trainer anymore? Abel Sanchez definitely sounds really upset about this split because Triple G at this point of his career, these trainers get a lot huge purse of these fighters' checks, like 10%, 20%, something like that. And Triple G was paying the cost, and he's like, man, this guy's a little expensive. I might have to get some other trainer. Because Triple G, let's be honest, he's not fighting the best of the best at all times. His best fight was Canelo Alvarez, and before that, he didn't have too many other tough fights. Now, Abel Sanchez is a phenomenal trainer, but at this point in his career, I think Triple G basically learned everything he could learn from Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez is actually, he's actually the one who actually started the whole Triple G's Mexican style thing, which was a huge boost to Triple G's name. He's the only Eastern European fighter I ever seen attach his name to a Mexican style, and the Mexicans, Latinos ate it up. Triple G has lots to thank Abel Sanchez for promoting the whole Mexican style thing. But as far as Abel Sanchez getting so much of his purse, I believe once you get to a certain level, you should get a fixed cost. Abel Sanchez should not be getting 10% of Triple G's purses. That's ridiculous. Maybe when it's coming up, but once you start making those M's, those multi-million dollar checks, a couple M's, the guy shouldn't be getting so much. You dig? So that's how I feel about it, man. I think Abel Sanchez did a lot for Triple G's career. He actually is the one who actually marketed him and gave him the whole Mexican style and gave him a huge demographic in America. But at the same time, Abel Sanchez was getting the extreme amount of purse, and Triple G's the one in the ring taking hits to the head. And not only that, man, Abel Sanchez has many world champions, so he doesn't really. He doesn't really need to eat off Triple G. He has plenty of options. A lot of people train with Abel Sanchez, so. At the end of the day, man, Abel Sanchez is pretty salty about the Triple G thing. Unfortunately, he has a fallback. He has a lot of other fighters he's training, but at the same time, he feels a certain type of way about Triple G parting ways with him because he didn't do it in front of his face. He actually did it. He actually told the media first, and then, Abel Sanchez came out later with a statement. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I give the link in the description, and then I give another link talking about how Abel Sanchez figured out later. It's crazy stuff, man. It's sad. Now, will Triple G decline as a fighter, or will he actually do better as a fighter? I think there's better trainers than Abel Sanchez. I think the best trainer for him is an athletic trainer that actually makes them use their aggressiveness. And Triple G is a hyper aggressive fighter. I think Freddie Roach would be the best fighter for him. When Cotto was fighting prior to Freddie Roach, he was really slow. He had power in one hand, but he was just methodical and like he was like plotting a lot. Triple G doesn't really have too good of footwork. He can move back and box, but he doesn't really counter too well. He can actually be quicker and faster and use more reflexes. He has athleticism. He just needs the right trainer to train him. I think Freddie Roach would be the perfect trainer for him. So that's my opinion on it, man. People were talking about John David Jackson too. The guy who trained Kovalev, that would be really good as well because Kovalev is like the perfect boxer at light heavyweight. He's really good on the outside. He's actually so good at outside, he has no inside game. And fortunately for Triple G, he has a decent inside game at least to fight, mediocrely in the inside. I think John David Jackson would actually be a phenomenal trainer for Triple G. I think that's probably the best way to go, just because he's used to working with people from that side of the world, these Eastern European fighters. But let me know how you guys feel. Who you guys think is the best coach for him? Do you guys think it's John David Jackson, Freddie Roach, maybe Floyd, maybe Floyd Senior? Throw some things out for me, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.